Mark with Pocatello Athletic Club, and I've got with me
Jon Talbot.
still Jon Talbot. Okay, Jon Talbot is one of our members here at Pocatello Athletic Club and a dear friend of mine. I've had the opportunity to get to know he and his wife pretty good, I would think, over the last course of the last couple of months. And he has a journey that I think a lot of you guys are going to relate with. And if you can't relate with his journey, I almost can guarantee that you know somebody who can. So take the opportunity right now, tag a friend, share this with your friends and family if you know somebody that you think is going to relate with Jon's journey. But let me rewind just a few months back and let me tell you how I got to know Jon. So Jon, let me have you tell them. Tell everybody how you heard about Pocatello Athletic Club.
Well, my daughter Jamie called me and said she'd seen an advertisement for a boot camp, and I don't know if it was the whole family that was pushing or if it was just my daughter Jamie, but she said, if I take it with you, would you go take it? Because I've been so inactive for so long. And we did, and it was very difficult. All the exercises, though, you and Misty modified so that I could actually do them.
Okay. I'm going to stop you right there. So I have the opportunity to know his family, and I'm going to say right now, I guarantee it was a conspiracy. I don't know for fact, so don't quote me on that. But
I would have to agree.
I'm going to say it's probably a conspiracy, right?
I would agree, yes.
So in March, we ran an advertisement, and we started a series of boot camps here at the club. And so his daughter, Jamie, saw the advertisement, and she said, come on, Padre, let's do this. I'm going to do it, and you're going to come do it with me. Or was it like, you got to do this, and I'll go do it with you?
Yeah.
Either or? Okay.
Either or.
So they came in, and they signed up. In fact, actually, I remember now, what happened was, it was a men's boot camp, is what it was.
Yes.
We had advertised for a men's only boot camp, and Jamie had called up and said, listen, my daddy's going to do this only if I do it with him. See, now I remember. Now it's all coming back to me now. So my dad's going to do this, but I got to do it with him. Can I come and do this men's only boot camp with you guys? And so we, of course, said yes, and that actually opened up the door to a few other females that joined with their husbands at the time. So we ended up having mostly men, but a few females in that class, and it was awesome. So Jon came in, and Jon, what did you weigh when you came into class? This was the beginning of March.
447 pounds.
Okay, so Jon came into the club weighing 447 pounds. Now, what was your life like at 447 pounds?
Totally immobile.
Okay.
I would sit in my recliner. When I go to work, it would be sitting in front of a keyboard. When I come home, it would be back in the recliner watching television.
Okay.
During the day for lunch, I would go get fast food somewhere, bring it back to my office and sit. I was doing.
So what was a typical fast food? You say fast food. Is like Subway fast food, or was it like Wendy's fast food?
No, it was either. It was one of the not very good fast foods.
Okay, so the bad fast foods, right?
Yeah, I wasn't eating right, wasn't doing anything physical at all.
So you have a wife and you've got grown children.
Yes.
Do you have any grandkids?
Yes, I've got 11 grandchildren.
11. He's got 11 grandkids. Now, how many of those live close to you here?
Now we have 5 that live close.
Okay, and you get to see them on a regular basis?
Yes.
Are they active?
Yes.
Are they always like, come on, Grandpa, let's play ball. Let's wrestle. What do they ask? What do they want you to do?
All the time they want to wrestle Grandpa or get down on the floor with me, Grandpa, and I couldn't. I couldn't get down on the floor.
So what did you say? Were you just like, maybe later?
Grandpa, just watch you guys play.
Okay, all right. So he's not able to play with his grandkids, and how'd that feel?
Well, it was sad because before I could actually do things with them, and it was fun to interact and be a part of the games that were going on, but I couldn't do it. Get down.
Okay. So then Jamie calls and says, Dad, I'm assuming Jamie has children, so it's Jamie's children, right? Okay. So Jamie calls and says, Dad, let's do this boot camp together. And so were you like, all right, let's do it? Or were you like, oh man, what do I got to do to get out of this?
Yeah, more of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Honesty.
No, what are you getting into here?
Okay.
If she wasn't the baby of the family, I probably
would have
said,
that's right.
No.
That's the baby. The oldest one wouldn't have been able to get Dad to do that.
I would have probably said, we'll think about this.
Okay, so he comes into the gym and he joins boot camp. And it was an 8-week boot camp. Now tell me how that boot camp went for you.
Really well. I was really apprehensive at first. but you and Misty modified everything so that I could actually do all the exercises. I was really worried too because I've always fancied myself as an athlete, and when I got there, there was a lot of gentlemen that were very athletic, and I was really embarrassed of my level.
Okay.
And it was really strange. Everybody was giving me high fives, way to go, keep it up. You're doing
you
great.
felt supported?
Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so.
Did you feel embarrassed long? Did that feeling go away quickly?
Went away.
Okay.
That went away really quickly.
So the feeling of embarrassment was replaced by support and encouragement?
And excited to come.
Oh.
Excited to be here, and
who knew?
I kind of made me feel good to have that going on in a workout.
Okay, right on. So during that 8-week time, did you lose any weight?
Yes.
Okay. Look at the camera and tell everybody how much. See, I already know how much he lost, but you don't. So listen to this. During this 8-week time, Jon lost.
You want to?
Just during that boot camp.
Just during boot camp. I believe it was 18 pounds.
Yeah. So in the 8 weeks, Jon dropped 18 pounds by exercising only twice a week. Right?
Right.
And at that time, you kind of started feeling better, thinking, oh, there's something to this exercise thing. My body's feeling a little bit better. Like, these people aren't lying to me. There's really something to this. So then you started exercising a little bit more, right? Because then I would start to see Jon and his wife like walking on the treadmill or doing little things like that. And it was like, oh, be careful, Jon. You might start to like this exercise thing, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay. So then some time goes by, and what happened in your life?
Oh, I came down with bronchitis, so I couldn't come into the gym for a while. And I got off track and wasn't eating right or coming down to the gym. So I decided to make a change because I didn't want to go back feeling like I was. So that's when I signed up for training.
So he quits the boot camp, or not, he doesn't quit. He finishes. He completes. The season's over. The boot camp season's over, and he continues working out a little on his own. But then he gets sick, and from being sick, you kind of got derailed from your goals a little bit. Do you feel, or do you feel like you can kind of keep it?
I got totally off track.
Okay. So then Jon decides to call up and say, hey, look, I gotta do something else. I need to take more action.
Correct.
Right? And that's when we decided to do the 12-week transformation with Jon. And that was like 4 weeks ago. And he came in, he said, look, I need some changes. I was feeling so good during boot camp, and I've gotten sick. I've kind of lost my momentum. I need to get back on track. You tell me what to do, and I will do it. And that's what he's done, you guys. Like I said, okay, I'm going to tell you what to do, but you got to follow the plan because the plan works. So Jon and I decided that we were going to meet together twice a week and go from there. And we were just going to see what happened and get him started on his journey. So we started Jon's workouts twice a week. And then I wrote his diet, his meal plan, and he got that at the start of the second week. So right now, Jon has completed 4 full weeks of the 12-week transformation. And do you want to tell him how much weight you're down? You guys are never going to believe this. How much weight?
23 pounds.
Okay, 23 pounds in 4 weeks. Okay, you guys, that is 20. Let me repeat that. Let me get closer. 23 pounds in 4 weeks. Now, are you following the diet?
Yes.
Okay. Is it hard to follow the diet?
Not really, because we printed out a copy of it and it's on the fridge door.
Okay.
So whenever it's breakfast, morning snack, whatever it is, we go and see what it is, and
you just eat what's on the plan?
We just eat what's on the plan.
Do you feel hungry?
No.
No. So he feels full. Do you feel healthy?
Oh, yes.
Tell me about your energy level. So now, hold on. So you described your life before you started working out. Describe to me what your life feels like now. And remember, you guys, Jon's still on his journey. It's not over. But you've got to hear how, and the reason I invited Jon here with you guys today is because every time we meet, he just tells me how good he feels. So tell everybody.
I do. I've got energy. The grandkids were up last weekend, and I got to be able to play and do things, and
Cool.
I've actually got my energy back. So, and still a long way to go, but day at a time.
What did you do with your grandkids this weekend? Were you able to get on the floor and play?
I did with my little granddaughter. She was playing a game where you flip frogs into a pond.
Okay.
And she wanted to do it on the floor.
Okay.
So Grandpa got down on the floor.
All right.
And
And how did that feel? How did that feel to
that
be able
felt
to?
really.
Because it had been a while since
Yes.
you had the mobility and the ability to get down, play around, and then get back up without feeling like it was a pain in the butt, right?
Yeah. Well, in boot camp, I couldn't get down. I think you'll remember there was no way I could get on the floor. But yeah, I played flip frogs with my little granddaughter.
That's so great. You guys, give John a thumbs up. That is amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing progress.
It's been fun. It's been a good journey.
Okay.
And my training partner is my wife, so that's amazing too.
That's great. So they keep each other accountable, which is really great because they come in. In fact, she's not here. Is she coming today?
She's coming.
She's on her way. Okay. So they keep each other accountable, which is great. There's a little bit of, anytime you get a married couple together, it's a different energy that we like. It's a little bit of I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna show her sometimes.
Yeah.
So tell us, Jon, do you feel like your meal plan is restricting? I'm gonna have you step in.
Oh,
Here, let's
am I
step back
stepping
in
out?
here. Yeah. So what you guys can't see is that I'm literally I'm on a stool so that I can be as tall as Jon. Because this is me on the ground. This is my normal height, but this is me on the stool so that we are more even for camera. So Jon's really tall. Okay. So do you feel like you're restricted by the meal plan? Do you feel like there's so much that you cannot eat?
Not really. We found all kinds of new things that are, like we'll take frozen blueberries and put them in the almond milk, and it kind of makes it almost an ice cream type thing.
Nice.
So that's our treat at night. And we found other things. And even so much as Brandy has helped me with, if we go out to dinner, I'll send her look up a copy of the menu, and we'll decide before I get there what to order.
What to order? Yeah.
What to have.
So over the last 4 weeks, Jon's life did not stop. He's continued living, continued working. He's continued being social, and he's gone out to eat twice. One time for work and one time with some friends. Both times he said, "I'm going out to eat. Here's where I'm going. Is there anything I can eat? What can I do?" So both times we jumped online. We took a look at the menu, and we chose together what was going to be best for him and keep him on point with his goals. Now, there was one time he went to a restaurant, and it was a Mexican restaurant, so the pickings were slim, let's say, right? The pickings were slim. So we chose the most healthiest option that they had on the menu at that time. However, I warned him. I said, "Jon, listen, if you're going to pick this is going to be great, but you might get a little bit sick because of some of the ingredients they're going to use to prepare this particular meal." And did that happen?
Yes, I got sick. It was
right.
It was
It was
rough.
not great, yeah. So his diet and his meal plan has been so healthy and so spot on and so pure of nutrition and filling his body with nutrients that he was kind of void of, that once he went out to eat, he kind of ate some, let's say, less than quality ingredients like the oil or some of the ingredients that were used to prepare the food. I mean, he got chicken and vegetable fajitas, didn't have the tortilla, did not have the rice, and did not have the beans. That's really about as good as it gets. But some of the oil that was used to prepare that was maybe a little less, maybe not so great in quality, and it kind of made him a little bit sick. And if you guys remember back, I think it was last week or the week before, I talked with Shelby. She had the same experience where she felt like she was making a healthy option, but some of the food, some of the ingredients that were used to prepare her breakfast kind of made her sick. And that's what's going to happen. And what's unfortunate is that nowadays we're so used to feeling kind of that gassy feeling or kind of that uncomfortable feeling in our stomach that we just chalk it up to normal. And it's really not normal. Because is that something that you feel on a regular basis now?
I feel great now.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Cool. So Jon, if there's somebody out here watching today, or a daughter out there who's got a dad who wants to play with her kids, what advice would you give them? What do you have to say to them? What do you have to say to anybody out there that's struggling with losing weight, with trying to be mobile, with trying to move again, with just trying to feel good, just trying to live their life? What would you say?
I'd say take some time for yourself. Just move. Get up and move. Come down, see one of these fine people here. I'll set you up on a plan, and it'll happen. Just make it happen.
Just make it happen. So last week I talked to you guys about life being a series of just small single choices. So just one choice, right? Mm-hmm. One choice to come on. So that one choice of you signing up for that boot camp would you say, really transformed your life?
Oh, it's changed it totally.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
very much.
So you guys need to give Jon some props. Make some comments, give him some loves, give him some thumbs up, because he is doing amazing. And I will come back with you guys in a little while, and I'll show you more progress from Jon, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thanks.